Part 4, Evans tries an O level. In the previous videos, we have seen that how Governor has made all the arrangements for Evans to do his German paper. And now Reverend McLeary, the parson, the priest from St. Mary's Mug, has already arrived in the prison. And now we see what happens next. Evans, facing the door, sat quietly at the farther of the two tables, his whole attention riveted to a textbook of elementary German grammar. Now we see that Evans, he sat very quietly at the farther of the two tables, दूर वाली table पर बैठा है, and his whole attention is fixed. Riveted means fixed to the elementary German grammar book. Stephens took the key from its ring, and the cell lock sprang back with a thudded metallic twang. He took the key from its ring and he opened the cell lock, and then he pulled the door of the cell with a thudded sound. Thudded sound with a thudded metallic twang. Twang means sound made when you pull tight some string, some door, etc., and then let go it suddenly. So with a great sound, he opened that metallic door. It was 9:10 a.m. when Governor switched on the receiver. He had instructed Jackson to tell Evans of the temporary little precaution that was only fair. So Governor had switched on his receiver at 9:10 a.m. You remember that machine they have put so that they can hear the conversation which Evans will have with the invigilator. And he had already told Jackson to tell him about it, as if Evans wouldn't spot it. So they say that Governor has told him as if Evans will not see it if they don't tell him. But wasn't it all a bit theatrical, schoolboyish almost? How on earth was Evans going to try anything on today? If he was so anxious to make another break, why in heaven's name hadn't he tried it from the recreational block? Now they are saying it looks very theatrical, very schoolboyish. The camera is there, the machine is there, and Stephen standing outside the cell every time. And they say that if he was so anxious, he could have taken a break from the recreational block when every day he was having his German class. Much easier. It was much easier for him to run away from there. But he had not. And there he was now sitting in a locked cell, all the prison officers on the alert, two more locked doors between his cell and the yard, and a yard with a wall as high as a haystack. Yes, Evans was safe as house. So now they're saying he would have run away from the recreational block from where he was taking tuition every day. And now when he was sitting in his locked cell, and all the prison officers are on alert, and there are two more locked doors between his cell and the yard. Yard is an area outside the building, hard surface and wall around it. खुला एरिया होता है जो कि वॉल उसके चारों तरफ होती है, और उस यार्ड की वॉल्स वर वेरी हाई एज हे स्टैक, जैसे हे लगाकर ना भूसा लगाकर बड़ी ऊंची सी दीवार हो जाती है. इट वॉज वेरी वेरी हाई. So it means Evans was very safe. Anyway, it wouldn't be any trouble at all to have the receiver turned on for the next couple of hours or so. And then it was not at all any problem if they turned the receiver on also. It wasn't as if there was going to be anything to listen to, was it? And they're saying कि ऐसा भी कुछ नहीं है कि क्या सुना जाएगा वहाँ पर. Amongst other things, an invigilator's duty was to ensure that the strictest silence was observed. They know this, that the invigilator's duty is to observe the silence. But still that little nagging doubt. But Governor still had that nagging persistent doubt. लगातार उन्हें डाउट है कहीं कुछ हो न जाए. Might Evans try to take advantage of McLeary? कहीं इवेंस जो है मैकलेरी का एडवांटेज ना ले ले, उनको ही को ही अपनी धार न बना ले भागने के लिए. Get him to smuggle in a chisel or two or a rope ladder, or get him to smuggle. He can get him to smuggle. He can take anything which is hidden from him only in a chisel, or he could have taken some tool, long bladed hand tool for cutting, or a rope ladder. कहीं वो कुछ स्मगल ना किया हुआ हो, उनसे ही कोई सामान ना ले ले और उसको ही वो एक रोप लैडर की तरह बना ले या चीज़ल कुछ हथियार की तरह से यूज़ कर ले. The governor sat up sharply. It was all very well getting rid of any potential weapon that Evans could have used, but what about McLeary? At once he got an idea. Okay, they have got rid of Evans having any potential weapon, but McLeary अपने साथ कुछ ऐसा सामान तो नहीं लाए जिसको कि Evans अपने लिए यूज़ कर सकता है. What if quite unwittingly? Unwittingly means unaware. The innocent McLeary had brought in something himself. कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं कि इनोसेंट मैकलेरी अपने साथ कुछ ले आए हैं. A jackknife. Jackknife is actually a large knife folding with folding blade. तो कहीं वो अपने साथ कोई नाइफ ना ले आए हो. एंड वॉट इफ इवेंस हेल्ड हिम होस्टेज विद सच अ वेपन. और कहीं इवेंस उसी वेपन के साथ उनको अपना होस्टेज ना बना ले, बंदी ना बना ले. The governor reached for the phone. It was 9:12 a.m. The examinee, that is Evans, and the invigilator had already been introduced by Stephens when Jackson came back and shouted to McLeary through the cell door. So already the introduction had taken place between invigilator and Evans. और एकदम से जैक्सन दोबारा भाग कर आता है. Can you come outside a minute, sir? You too, Stephens. And he calls both of them out. Jackson quickly explained the governor's worries, and McLeary patiently held out his arms at shoulder level, whilst Jackson lightly frisked his clothes. Frisked means passed hands to search. Something hard here, sir. वो कहता है सर, उनके क्लोथ्स में से उनको ऊपर से नीचे तक चेक करता है. कहता है सर कुछ हार्ड दिखाई दे रहा है. माँ रीडिंग ग्लासेस, रिप्लाइड मैकलेरी, लुकिंग डाउन एट द स्पेक्टिकल केस. और मैकलेरी कहती है तो मेरे रीडिंग ग्लास हैं. Now Jackson quickly reassured him, and bending down on the landing, thumb flicked the catches on the suitcase. When he checked Jackson, now he checked his suitcase. Thumb flick means he opened with the thumb. जो कैचेस होते हैं सूटकेस का जो लॉक होता है उसे खोला. He picked up each envelope in turn, carefully passed his palm along their surfaces and seemed satisfied. And then he picked up each envelope and he palms के साथ बड़ा अच्छे से he searched everything. He refilled means turned over quickly. Cursorily means hastily, quick glance through pages of the holy Bible को उसने बड़ी जल्दी से खोल के देखा. And vaguely shook the church times, और vaguely बड़ा loosely उसने papers को भी उठा के देखा. All right so far. But one of the objects in McLeary's suitcase was puzzling him sorely. Everything was fine, but there was one item which was puzzling him, confusing him. Do you mind telling me why you have brought this, sir? उसने पूछा सर आप ये क्यों लाए हैं. He held up a smallish semi-inflated rubber ring. और उसके हाथ में एक छोटा सा semi-inflated एक रबर का रिंग था which was filled in air, such as a young child with a waist of about 12 inches might have struggled into. Like a rubber ring, like a child, young child, जो कि उसकी waist में आ जाए और वो उसको swimming में use कर ले. You thinking of going for a swim, sir? McLeary's hitherto amiable demeanour was slightly ruffled by this tasteless little pleasantry, and now McLeary's pleasant demeanour, appearance, now became little annoyed. He became little annoyed by this tasteless little pleasantry. He became little annoyed कि why he's asking for this, and he answered Jackson somewhat sorely. और उन्होंने बड़ी करवाहट के साथ उसे कहा, if you must know, I suffer for hemorrhoids. इसने कहा कि he suffers from piles, hemorrhoids, and when I'm sitting down for any length of time. He said that he needed that ring when he sits for longer time. So this is all about in this video. Hope you understood. Thank you.